Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are going to deal with different types of leaves based on incision or cutting of lamina. Depending upon whether the lamina is cut down into small leaflets or not, there are two principal types of leaves, simple leaves and compound leaves. In this part we are going to restrict our focus on simple leaves and their different types. So let's move on. In simple leaves, the lamina is either entire or it is incised, but the incision is not so deep that it is touching the midrib or petiole. And in simple leaves, the incision can be of two types, pinnate incision and palmate incision. First of all, pinnate incision. Pinnate incision occurs in those leaves which possess unicostate venation. Unicostate venation means you have a simple main vein, okay, and here you can see venation is directed towards the midrib. This type of venation is known as pinnate. This type of incision is known as pinnate incision. And depending upon the degree of incision, leaves can be of three types. The first one is pinite. In this type of leaf, incision is less than halfway deep from margin to midrib. Here you can see in this leaf there is incision, but incision is not halfway deep. It is less than halfway deep. It has reached a distance which is not halfway between the leaf margin and the midrib, okay, and the example is papaver. Now the second type is pinite. In this type of leaf, incision reaches halfway from margin to midrib. Incision is such that it has reached halfway, it has covered half distance from margin of the leaf to the midrib, and the example is moon. And the final one in this category is pinite. In this type of leaf, incision reaches almost up to the midrib. Here you can see in the image, incision has reached almost up to the midrib, but the important point that you will remember is it is not exactly touching the midrib. It is not dividing the leaf into separate leaflets as happens in case of compound leaves, okay. It is there almost, but it has not touched the midrib, okay, and the example is Tagetes. Now we have another type of incision in simple leaves, and that incision is known as palmate incision. Okay, here you can see palmate incision. And palmate incision occurs in those simple leaves which possess multicostate venation. Multicostate venation means you have a number of principal veins, and here they are diverging. They are radiating in different directions from this point which is known as base, okay, you can say tip of petiole. And in these leaves, based on the depth of incision, there are different types of leaf categories. The first one is palmate, just like pinite, okay. In this category, incision is less than halfway deep from the margin to the base. Incision is there, but it has not covered half the distance. Example is Gossypium, cotton. The second type in this category is palmate, just like pinite, okay. And here incision has reached halfway depth from margin to the base, okay. To the base means to the tip of the petiole here, okay. And the example is Ricinus. And the final one in this category is palmate, just like pinite. And in this category, incision is more than halfway deep. It is near to the base of the leaf, it is near to the tip of the petiole, but it is not exactly touching the petiole. Had it been touching the petiole, it would have divided the leaf into leaflets, just like in case of compound leaves, okay, but that's not the case. it is almost there, but it's not exactly touching the base, it's not exactly touching the tip of the petiole. And the example is Ipomia pochila. Okay, here you can see. This is all about the different types of simple leaves, and in the next part we are going to deal with compound leaves and their different types. Till then, God bless you and thank you.